Hello?
Mm. Hello. Can
How's
you
it
hear?
going?
Hello.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. But I think your voice is not really that loud. Can you increase your voice a bit?
1 second. Turning on the video right now too. Can you see me?
Oh yeah. I can see you. Just wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Yeah, I can see you now. Hold on a minute.
Okay. What?
How are you, by the way? Sky, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you
So
hear me
what?
better now?
Yeah, much better now. Much better.
Much better. Okay. I just I forgot I didn't turn on my mic, so my mic is on now.
How are you, by the way, Mike? How are you, by the
Oh,
way, Sky?
it's awesome. It's 6 a.m. it's like 5:50 in the morning right now over here in Vancouver.
Oh, Vancouver. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'm from the Philippines.
Oh, nice. I visited there last year. I was there in Quezon City.
What city is that?
Quezon?
Quezon City. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the biggest city in the Philippines.
Yeah, it was I have a bunch of friends over there, so I went to go visit, and it was I really enjoyed it there. But there's one thing I really wanted to try was the balut. What is it? Hello?
Oh, yes, the balut. Yes.
Yeah. Is
Just, yeah.
is the sound okay? Because I can
Yeah.
hear you, but I think you're delayed, or is it I'm delayed?
No, I think you're fine. I think you're fine. But what about me on your end? Am I a little bit of a delay or something?
I thought it was, but I think it's okay now.
Okay. Just one moment. By the way, um, did you see our YouTube live right now? You might want to say hello to our live viewers who are waiting for us to begin.
Oh, it's on right now.
Yes. Yes.
Oh gosh. Hello, everyone out there with on the Nomad Fury YouTube channel. This is Sky over here with the neighbors. Hope you guys are having an amazing and awesome. I guess it's evening for you guys, because for me over here in Vancouver, Canada, it is like 5:54 a.m. We got 6 minutes before it starts. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I can't see you on. Oh, so for I have a question for you. I'm just gonna call you Nomad Fury.
Yeah. Usually you can call me Jeff.
Jeff. Okay. So then I want to the screen is on now. The only screen I have on right now is the Zoom. So I should be opening it up into the YouTube channel, right?
Yeah. Let me turn on my camera right now. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Finally.
All
Yeah.
right.
Just having a haircut earlier, so I got semi-bald. Yeah.
Okay. So right now we're on live with your YouTube channel. It's on right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're live right now on YouTube.
Oh gosh. Okay. I'm kind of I'm one of you guys. I'm a YouTube streamer, not a streamer, but I do a YouTube channel too, but it's not for crypto. It's completely for something different.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me just go open up the YouTube page. So then I have an idea exactly what's going on. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so we just announced it over there. Oh, 1 second.
Okay, so yeah, we still have like less than 5 minutes remaining before we.
Yeah.
Have you reviewed all of the questions that I have sent you? I think Mabel has forwarded to you the questions.
Yes, got them all. I got them all there.
Okay.
just announced it over there.
So we have so we have three segments. So first you need to introduce a bit on what the neighbors is all about. And of course the second segment, of course, Q&A with me, yours truly, and the final segment will be AMA with the community.
Awesome. That sounds good.
Okay.
Just a little bit curious, because when I look at the questions too, the first one is introduction of the neighbors, and then in the second segment you got a Q&A with you, and it's almost there's like one question about, oh, okay, I guess it's not the same. It's the mission and vision of the neighbors, which is a little bit different, right?
Yeah,
Than actually
indeed.
just a general introduction. That makes sense.
Okay.
Awesome.
So we have three. Okay, we got like 3 more minutes to go. So hopefully, for those of you, for those of our live viewers who are tuning in right now, so good day, good afternoon, good evening to all of you wherever you are in the world. Yeah, I just want to before we start, I would just want to make some quick shout outs to our early birds. So we have Sriman, Venkat Kalyan, Mint Anime. We also have Emilio Jones, A&D Family Channel, Harry, Yuri Nitani, Suresh Haksor, hello. Oh yeah, Mabel is also here. Jimo Daniel, hello. So we have like 15 who are watching us live, and maybe more to come. So guys, don't forget our giveaway. So top 5 AMA questions will receive a Meta Donuts NFT each. Once again, it's a Meta Donut NFT each, for the neighbors. And of course, our website is theneighbors.io. So you might want to check it out, guys. You might want to check it out, and also their Discord and other social media channels. So yeah, we have 2 minutes more. By the way, Sky, what is your current position in the neighbors?
Public relations.
Public relations.
Yes.
Public relations officer, is that?
I guess you could say public relations officer. That sounds kind of cooler, actually. It sounds more official.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. So yeah, we have 1 more minute. So hopefully our live viewers here are excited. Hello to the newcomers here. We have let's see. We have Shed Moed, yes sir, Ahmed, Mohammed Zafaruddin. Hello guys. Welcome to our live stream. Another one, TCMBOSS93. I don't know how to pronounce this one. Okay. Thanks for coming, guys. So yeah, we're about to begin. Malsha Adan, hello. Hello there. Oh yeah. So make sure that you're going to participate. Of course, just post your questions later after our Q&A session is done. Okay. So it's right. So right now it's time. So Sky, are we all set?
Yeah, ready to go.
All right. So let's begin right now. So I'm going to make a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good day, good afternoon, good evening to all of you, wherever you are in the world. So once again, this is yours truly, Jeff Caceres, also known as Nomad Fury. And we're back once again for another live edition of the Nomads podcast. Okay, so this is another live AMA session with you guys, all right? So our special guest for today is no other than the public relations officer of the neighbors.io. So please welcome to the show, Sky.
Thank you guys very much. Really thankful, Nomad Fury, Jeff, for inviting me over here. Really excited to tell you guys about this new game that we have for the neighbors.
All right. And also, I would like to say hello to all of our subscribers and viewers who are tuning in to our live stream right now regarding the neighbors AMA, guys. All right. So we will be learning more on what the neighbors is all about, coming from our guest speaker for today. And also, just to remind you guys that our giveaway is a Meta Donut NFT. So top 5 AMA questions will take home 1 Meta Donut NFT each. And of course, guys, all of your questions will be reserved for later, all right, after the Q&A session is over. And also, guys, please don't spam our live chat right here on YouTube so that you won't get restricted by the bot. All right. So Sky, are we all set?
Yes, everything's ready to go.
Okay, so first things first, Sky. Could you introduce a bit to our subscribers and live viewers on what the Neighbors is all about?
All right, so The Neighbors is a metaverse game, and it involves both P2E and also NFTs. So in this project, you could buy assets like real estate, businesses, farms, and they're going to be worth something itself, but through them, you can also make earnings, and some of these you can make a lot of earnings too. If you don't have any assets, that's okay too, because you could just work in the metaverse and make some coin. You're going to have avatars. It's this entire like universe that we're making, so we can have hundreds of thousands of users at the same time. So I'm super excited about this. We're getting ready to launch from next week. So I'm super excited about this, and I hope that a lot of you guys out there will get to know who the Neighbors really are.
All right, so thank you so much, Sky, for that wonderful introduction about the Neighbors. So just like you, I'm so excited about that as well for your upcoming launch. Okay, now it's time for the Q&A session. All right. Now, first things first, Sky. Let's get to know more a bit about you. So before you're being part of the Neighbors team, how did you got introduced into the crypto and NFT space, and what made you decide to pursue this career?
All right, so before getting into crypto, because this for me, I'm fairly new actually to crypto business. It's what I've been in before, but crypto is fairly new. I've been in crypto from this year, from February, so it's only been about 7 months. Before this, I was a missionary. I was a pastor of a church. I got a little bit burned out and took a sabbatical for about a year. And for me, super outgoing, extrovert, and I got to do something. I can't just kind of sit around and do nothing. So I decided to try a lot of different things. And February this year, I just decided to try crypto because you just see the advertisements everywhere, and then you hear it from friends like, oh, have you tried this crypto or that crypto? And I was like, man, like, is this really something that amazing or good? And from February, I just decided to try it. I just went out on my own, looked up how to get into it, went into YouTube channels trying to figure out what crypto is. So I'm pretty new to crypto, right? So I'm not new to business, but I'm new to crypto. I do have a business degree, and I worked in some marketing companies when I was younger. But one thing about my character is when I get into something, I get like hyper focused. So, when you get so focused into something, like before when I was younger, it was all basketball. You play basketball. And I know the Philippines are totally into basketball too, right? Because every time I talk to my Filipino friends, they're always about basketball. So for basketball, I was hyper focused every day, 4 or 5 hours a day. But for me, when I got into crypto, I just got super focused on it. And probably I made every single mistake you could make in the first week. Like every mistake, sending it to the wrong addresses, sending it to the wrong blockchains, losing my seed phrase, sending crypto to the wrong blockchain, all these different things. It was just getting used to it. And I had really good talks with a lot of veterans of crypto, and I got a lot of good advice. And learning from white paper, tokenomics, Ponzinomics, the risk of crypto. So I would have to say the one thing that is really shocking about crypto for me in the NFT space, it's so fast. Like 1 week is like a month. Every month is like a year in the real world. Like everything like grows and dies like in a really short amount of time. And like people are telling me, oh, a DeFi project or this, if it's 2 months, it's probably going to die within the first 2 months. I'm like, really? And it's so fast. And I just realized it's like the stock market on steroids. So I learned as I went. I got into a bunch of different projects. I would have to say more than half my projects are no longer existing. I made some bad decisions too. But eventually I kind of got a grasp within about the first 3 months of it. And I was able to join the Neighbors team, not originally as part of the devs, but I was actually originally an investor from the pre-sale. And I just got so into it. I gained a lot of trust from the community, and they offered me the job as PR. So I've been in it for probably around 3 months. And, that's actually starting from the bear market, right? When the big crash happened. So, that's kind of where everything happened for me. So I was just an investor, and then I got into the dev team. So I'm really, really excited to be here.
Wow, so that's an interesting story from you on how you got introduced, into the crypto and NFT space and decided to pursue this career. So thank you so much for this, Sky. It's great to meet you, by the way. Now let's move on to our next question. Now, what is currently the mission and vision of the Neighbours?
The Neighbours, I really, really like this. It's building a sustainable metaverse ecosystem for players and non-players in the metaverse. Now, everyone knows what a player is, right? But then the big question might be like, what is a non-player? And one thing we're doing right now is we're doing a lot of partnerships. So we also open up this ecosystem for guilds and NFT communities, share experiences, and even open up their games to other people participating in the metaverse. So, I'll talk about the partnerships a little bit later. But it is something that we're doing these AMAs like 3 or 4 a day at the moment, because it's just really, really exciting at this time. But we want to make it a sustainable ecosystem for both players and non-players too.
All right, so that's an interesting mission and vision that you have for the Neighbours. Especially you mentioned about for both players and non-players right here in this space. So thank you so much for that, Sky. All right, so let's move on to our next question, which is one of the most important questions that we all need to know, especially for those of you who are tuning into our live AMA right now. So, Sky, could you explain about the real use cases, the fundamentals, advantages, and benefits of the Neighbours NFT, especially, the Neighbor token and its playable and virtual real estate NFTs?
All right, so that's a big, heavy question, because there's a ton of things inside there. So let me start very, very easy from the very beginning. We'll start off with this metaverse project is P2E. Of course, it's play to earn. However, in the metaverse, we want to call it live to earn, because that's exactly what you're doing in this metaverse. We have P2E and we have it's an NFT project at the same time. We're going to have a token that's going to be running the entire ecosystem, and we have a ton of assets. Now, assets come in 3 forms, which is properties, like houses and mansions and condos. Then we have businesses, and also we have farms. Right? So inside our ecosystem, we have 2 types of players. We have like asset owners, and we have players or workers, right? So what's the difference between the two? Now, assets are people who own properties, businesses, and farms, and each asset has what you'd call a daily task. Right? And doing these daily tasks are going to allow you to earn token from doing these daily tasks, and it resets every day. So this is how you earn. We have daily tasks for you to earn, right? And this is all of the properties, businesses, farms, all have daily tasks. Now, to take it one step further, you'll have businesses and farms can earn in a second way. And you actually sell your goods and services, which you can earn even more token. And, this is something where people can make an actual earnest, like a good earning and living, right? So each asset is divided into 5 different classes, the highest being the one that has the most daily tasks. And if it has the most daily tasks, then you're basically going to be making the most too. And here's the thing, the giveaway today is we're giving away some Meta Donut shops today, businesses. Those businesses are the highest class. They're like $1,500 USD for each of these businesses, and you're going to be earning right away. And, this is why I'm excited about the giveaways here too. So I hope you guys ask some really good questions, and we are definitely looking to pick the top 5 questions. It is the highest class of business, and it's going to earn you the most tokens. So I'm really, really excited about that also. Now, that's the asset owners, right? Now, players. Now, I think this is the biggest difference between us and other P2E games, right? So the biggest difference is players are not required to invest in any NFTs. Like, you don't have to invest anything, right? You can just come in and earn money as a worker. All you need to do is just apply for a job. Since we have businesses and farms and properties, you could be a property manager, taking care of other people's daily tasks. You can be someone working in a business or working on a farm. All you need to do is apply for that job. You don't need to buy an asset. You don't need to buy anything else. You can just play and earn, right? Just go apply for a job, work in a business, property manager, or work on a farm, and you're just going to earn, okay? So this ecosystem is kind of cool. So here's the thing. Well, so one of the questions that people always ask is, well, what's stopping us? Like people like 100,000 people just coming in, making money, and then just cashing out. Because that's, that's like, well, can you sustain the project? And one of the things that's just a genius thing in this project is everyone has stamina every day. So your avatar has a stamina meter that is used up with every daily task, walking from here to there, going to work. All the work that you do takes away from your stamina. And so it means that you just can't work all day. You can't just be doing daily tasks all day and not lose stamina. You need to boost it, right? So for businesses, if you want to boost stamina, you go and you buy some food, you buy a coffee, right? You go to a movie theater. You go to a bathhouse, some entertainment. You can even go to exercise, and all these things will boost your stamina back up. And this is using the token, right, to run the ecosystem. If you're in properties, the great thing of having a property is you can sleep to recharge. So you get a full recharge after 8 hours of sleep, or you can go to the grocery store, cook and eat, recharge there, take a shower, recharge there too. So here's the problem. If you don't, fill up your stamina, you got to go to the hospital. And that takes like 12 to 16 hours of recharge if you just, let your stamina die, where a bed only takes 8 hours for a full recharge. Shower, like I believe the showers give you back 25% of your stamina also. So there's always an advantage of having a property or having a business where everyone's got to keep going to and rent property too. So the whole ecosystem is run by one token. I believe it's called our neighbor token. It's used to pay your workers, to buy goods and services, buy in-game NFTs, avatar skins, or you can just earn your token and change it to fiat. So it's really up to you guys, but that's kind of everything in a nutshell.
All right, so there you have it, guys. At least he shared to us, about this interesting real use cases, fundamentals, advantages, and benefits of getting involved with the neighbors, especially its neighbor token, and also its play to earn concept and virtual real estate NFTs. So Sky, thank you so much for all the explanation. All right, now let's look forward to that, and of course let's look forward to for the next question. Okay, so I see that you guys have recently switched blockchains, because back then when I first encountered about the neighbors, it was on the Avalanche blockchain, right? So what made you guys decide in switching from Avalanche to Ethereum blockchain for your token and the in-game ecosystem?
Well, I think that's a great question, because that's a huge decision to make, to switch blockchains altogether. Like, we were on AVAX before, and honestly, like, we were doing fine. We had a good project, people were making passive income, but the one thing, we enjoyed, like, having this project in AVAX. And of course, the bear market, the crash comes in. And I'm going to tell you guys, this one thing is the one thing that I really enjoy and I love about this dev team is their adaptability, right? Because it's something that's really important, is people need to be able to adapt when things happen in life too. And basically that crash and that this bear market has kind of opened our eyes to a better opportunity for ourselves and for investors. So this is why we switched to P2E in Ethereum. It's much better for our project and for investors. It's people can enjoy their NFTs more. They can utilize them much better. And we're going to have even more capability of earning even more token, or earning more than what we did when we were making passive income in AVAX. And I think everyone already knows, everyone who's in crypto, when the bear market came, you're talking almost every node passive income project just dying. You're talking like 90-something%. They all kind of crashed, and they crashed and burned with the market. But one thing I really liked about the dev team and about the switch that we're doing is it gave us the ability to see what is going to work in a bull or bear market, right? And it allowed us to pivot to make things work better for us and our investors. And I think this is a bold move by a dev team to completely switch from passive income to all of a sudden we're getting into P2E and NFTs in Ethereum. And I would, definitely have to say there was some backlash in the beginning, but a lot of people see the vision now. And I think this is one of the big things that I like about the team is the ability to adapt more than anything else. I think you can look at it just the same as I'm not sure in the Philippines. Did you guys have Blockbuster Video in the past? Did you guys ever have Blockbuster Video?
What specific, for the Blockbuster Video? What do you
Like,
mean?
did you even have a store called Blockbuster Video? Do you guys know what Blockbuster Video is?
I'm not sure if we had that exact store, by the way, but I think
Right.
in the past, I think there's some kind of a similar, kind of store like
Yeah,
that.
it kind of shows my age, right? I'm coming from
Okay.
way back when Blockbuster Video was like VHS, and you're
Oh.
renting movies, right?
Oh, yes. I remember that. Way back in the old 90s. Yes. Now I remember.
All right, so our age is coming out now, right? Because that's way, way back in the past, right? So Blockbuster Video was like the #1 store in the world. And it couldn't adapt to, streaming movies like Netflix. And then they went from 10,000 stores in the world, and now they only have one. And that's all because of adaptability, right? And I really believe that this dev team has taken that risk, and we've adapted to the situation. We see a much better future. We pivoted properly, and we definitely saw that the Ethereum P2E universe as the future that would be sustainable and profitable for everyone. So that's kind of why we made this shift over.
All right. Wow. So at least we've learned from you, Sky, on why did you guys decide to switch blockchain from the Avalanche to Ethereum for your token and in-game ecosystem. So thank you so much for the answer. Okay, so before we head over to the next question, just to remind all of you guys who are watching our live AMA right now, especially those who have came in late. So our giveaway is a Meta Donuts NFT. So the top 5 AMA questions will take home 1 Meta Donut NFT each. And once again, guys, another reminder, please don't spam our live chat so you won't get restricted by the bot. And please, guys, reserve your questions for later after this Q&A session is over, okay? Now, let's proceed right now. So our next question for you, Sky, is could you share about the past and recent achievements of the neighbors, especially the strategic partners and guilds who are onboarded with your project right now?
All right, so that's a big question too. Let's start off. I've been here since the very beginning, since pre-sale, even in AVAX. So past and recent achievements. Well, one thing I know that's pretty amazing is when we even started this pre-sale project, it was on fire. Like we sold out within minutes, and it was like $30,000 in marketing and $800,000 in sales. And that's how big it was from the very beginning. We were a passive income project. We started off with a $50 token, and it just, before the bear market, it went all the way up to like $140 per token back then, right? Super robust community. There was like 10,000 people in the Discord, strong dev team, highly skilled. And of course, the bear market came, and we started making it a pivot. One thing I think is an amazing achievement right now, if you go into our Discord right now too, we already have a working demo, right? And it's only been like a couple of months. We already got a working demo. It just came out like 2 days ago. Another big thing, I think this is probably one of the most exciting achievements we have, is we have a mobile app, right? iOS, Android, Unreal Engine 5, and it's being tested now by our community. So I think that's really exciting too, because once we have a mobile app, it opens a door to the rest of the world. So I think that's a huge achievement we have too. We also have this big golden sale coming up next week on the 29th. And it's basically selling of assets for very cheap for everyone to get in, right? So this is what I'm saying. If you want to get in cheap, we're giving away whitelists we're giving a whitelist, and we're giving away 5 Meta Donut businesses, which I think is incredible that we're giving away that many. 5 of them is huge because from some of the what do you call it, the expectations of what you're going to earn from like these types of businesses. Usually the businesses that we're giving out right now can be anywhere from like 40 to 100 USD a day, right? You're going to be making from these types of businesses, right? So whoever gets this Meta Donut business today, it's going to be unreal. It really is. And I'm excited for you guys. Whoever wins it, top 5 questions, crazy excited, whoever wins it. And I think it's something that a lot of us are going to be jealous of, right? Like we're just like, you just got in and you started with a business that's 1,500 USD that's going to make you some money and ROI within a month, right? And we're just like excited to see a lot more people come in. And these assets on the golden sale, you can get a business as cheap as like $150. It could be that cheap, right? Of course, it's going to be on the 5-level tier. It might be on one of the lower tiers, but you can get in really cheap. And I think that's one of the things that we want to do is to get everyone involved as soon as possible. Another big thing, like you were talking about, is we have tons of partnerships. And, I'm excited when I heard like we're going on YouTube. Because I'm also a YouTuber to hear, oh, I'm going on Nomad Fury. I was like, perfect, right? I love the YouTube space. We have partnerships like today, right after this, I do believe like on this today, there's like 3 more AMAs going on. There's like Coin Racer, and they do racing games, and we're going to be building. Well, I'm going to talk about that. Should I get into partnerships right now? Yeah, let me talk about the partnerships.
Yeah, sure. Okay, sure.
We got tons of partnerships going on. It's kind of exciting, and it's also daunting at the same time because I'm going to be speaking like 3-4 times a day, like going to all these different AMAs, talking about the exact same things. But it's really, really exciting. Partnerships, this is how great the partnerships are. So in our partnerships, what we do is we give your guild, your game guild, or your NFT community, we will give our partners their own building, an entire building in the metaverse.
Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah, we'll give them an entire building. And in there, like when we said non-players too, right? People can go in there just to meet, have meetings, art exhibitions, new NFTs, right? Showing off a new game, right? Having an event inside the metaverse where all the people inside of your project can come together in one space, right? And what's even better is with this building, our partners can even earn for their projects from their buildings, right? So I know that there's like, I talked about Coin Racer. There's one of them. We will build them an arena where they can have their races. And they can basically have their game inside our metaverse. And then on top of that, what's going to happen is, we already have other people working, businessmen, landlords, all inside the metaverse. Once they finish their daily tasks, they can go to these events and Coin Racer or these other projects. If you go onto our website, you go check it out. You'll see all of our partners. People can go watch, and Coin Racer can earn. They can earn from everyone going to watch their races and such. So they're not only just having a space for their, for their like game guilds and their NFT communities, but also they have a place where they can earn for, the partners can earn for themselves for their own projects. So it's not, this week is the week of all these AMAs going on. I'm crazy excited about this because right after this, after 1 hour after this, I'm going straight to another one. Right. And then there's another one 2 hours after that. And it just keeps going on and on and on. So we have a lot of guilds and partners lined up. We are announcing them almost every single day. And this is not even including the AMAs we've already had from the earlier this week and from last week. So I am crazy excited. Partners are excited too. They get a space to put their community in. And I hope it's something that I'll be able to start seeing you too, Jeff, inside the Neighbours metaverse too.
This is going to be huge. No, for sure. This is going to be huge. Yeah, this is really, really mind blowing. This kind of offer, especially for the partners and the gaming guilds. Wow, let's look forward to that. So at least you shared to us, about the past and recent achievements. Especially those exciting ones. Wow, let's look forward to that. And you have mentioned about getting that Meta Donuts business, right? Like if we don't have it, of course we would be jealous of that.
Right, right. Hey,
Yeah,
I'm already
so
jealous for giving away 5 of them, right? I'm already jealous of that.
yeah, indeed. Yeah, indeed. So this is why, guys, for those of you who are watching us right now, so make sure that your questions will stand out. So you could be one of the 5 winners, for our top 5 AMA questions. We'll take home a Meta Donuts NFT. So guys, do your best to give him some very, very hard and challenging questions.
We didn't say the hardest questions. We said the
Oh,
best questions. The
best
best ones are
questions
the ones I
indeed.
can answer.
This is going to be very exciting, guys. So let's look forward to that. So once again, thank you so much for that. All right. Now, aside from the achievements that you have mentioned recently, so there are challenges as well. So, Sky, could you share about the recent challenges that your team are facing these days and how you cope up with them?
Wow. Yeah. Well, I think the biggest challenge, obviously, for almost every project in crypto is the bear market. Like, that's the big one. Like, this is the thing that it causes people to get nervous. It causes people to FUD. And there's just, this bear market is the thing that is like the fundamental problem that's causing a lot of the issues right now. And especially with the dev team, one of the big things that we want to do when it comes to the bear market is 2 things that really matter in a bear market. And number one is you can't think short term. You got to be thinking longer term, right? And that's something that we're thinking about right now, especially by pivoting over to P2E and Ethereum and changing blockchains. But the second thing that also becomes really important in a bear market is not to get, as investors, investors is, it's a good and bad relationship at the same time. When things are good, your community is amazing. And when things are, the bear market comes, you hear a lot of things like when Lamborghini, when migrate, when millionaire, like all these when questions come up, right? And it's really, really tempting for any project to just put out a product, even if it's mediocre, because everyone keeps screaming for it. It's like, okay, let's just throw something out as quickly as possible. But, one of the things that really matters in a bear market time is thinking long-term, which also means that we have to really think about and focus on quality of a project too. Because if it's too short-term, it's going to die early. You're going to have a metaverse. What if we have a metaverse that comes out really early, yet there's so many issues and problems with it? Then people are going to be even more upset. Like, we put all this money in, but how come all these, these issues and problems are happening here? And like I said, it's tempting in a bear market where all the investors are screaming at you to like, quick. But it has to be long-term, and the focus has to be on quality, making this project come out clean without any major mistakes. And I would have to say it's tempting, really tempting to just throw something out and give people what they want, right? And it's just what happens during a bear market. And we just kind of stay the course, and we tell our investors, we're sorry, we can't get this at the time that we wanted to. However, we are committed to bringing you something that's going to be sustainable and the quality is going to be high. But what I noticed is it's kind of like human nature. When things are good, everyone is good. But when things are bad, everyone turns around, right? And I don't blame anyone, because this is people's personal money, right? It's their personal investments that they're putting in. But we just got to make sure, and especially me as public relations, to make sure that everyone understands what is happening and why we're doing it a certain way. So I think in this bear market, the biggest thing that we have to keep in mind is long-term thinking and making sure that we focus on the quality more than anything else.
All right. So at least you've shared to us about the challenges that you and your team are facing these days and how you guys cope up with that. So thank you so much, Sky, especially that we are in a bear market situation right now. So yeah, I know that, when Bitcoin is going down, of course, most of the altcoins as well, especially the top ones, they're not exempted from that. So yeah, hopefully we would recover very soon. But of course, there are no guarantees or promises about that, you guys. Okay. So let's move on to our next question. This is one of most interesting questions, by the way, especially for you. Now, how do you envision the future of the neighbors, like in a few years from now?
Wow, few years. Like, remember, we're in crypto. Years are like decades, right? We're talking like if a week is a month is a year. So years down the road, yeah, and I think that's the best way to look at it is long term right now. And at the moment, we're going to be opening up 2 districts inside the metaverse, and it's open and it can fit about like 100, like over 100,000 players in the metaverse. So it's big. These 2 districts. And in a few years, of course, if we reach 150,000 players, we're going to open up more districts and we're going to have more assets coming out too when we reach like these milestones. But of course, in a few years, we're hoping for like a full running ecosystem that our neighbor token becomes like a real currency that, it'd be amazing though, even if our currency is something that's used in other projects too. We want to have 100, like at least 100 sponsors from major brands and companies investing in this project. And ultimately, I want, I envision a future of the neighbors where it's like an arena for people from all parts of the world to get together, enjoy their company, be able to earn a living wage, and be excited, right? Being excited to go into something that you really like and want to do, and yet have peace of mind at the same time when it comes to our like financial freedom. And honestly, for me, I would love to see this project bring a ton of people like out of poverty, or give people in other countries like a far better wage by just going into a metaverse for a few hours a day, right? Where you don't have to go to, there's sometimes you'll go to places where you might not have opportunities, but you get in early in a metaverse project like this, and you'll be able to, it's kind of like you became one of the first people to get into Apple, or one of the first people to get into like Microsoft before it blew big. And I hope it's something that can help a lot of people along the way too, and give them a lot of enjoyment at the same time.
All right, at least have you shared to us on how do you envision the neighbors in a few years from now? So let's look forward to the future, Sky. So thank you. Okay, now we are down to our final question for this Q&A session. So I know you guys cannot wait for us to answer your questions right here in the live chat. Just like what I've said, kindly reserve your questions for later. So we will be we will go over them one by one. Okay. Now, for my final question to you, Sky, could you give us some reasons on why we should be buying and owning these NFTs in the neighbors? Like, what is it for us if we are on board with this project very early?
Awesome. So I think the one thing that a lot of us, the reason why we get into crypto, or the reason why we get into these projects, I don't think we're doing it for like fun is not the number one reason. I don't think that's the number one reason. And I think the number one reason we want is financial peace of mind. Like this is the thing that everyone wants more than anything else. So when you look at like all the different crypto newspapers, it talks about property, NFTs, real estates. These assets are the future that a lot of people are getting into. And, like I said, if you just have a business, like here's just some of the things I didn't even talk about yet is people are making profit in 3 different ways. So if you have a business, like this Meta Donut business you guys are going to win today, I'm going to make you more excited about this giveaway, right? You're not only just making money from daily tasks. You're not just making money from selling goods, right? But you're also part of profit sharing. So every week, 30% of the total profit of the neighbor's metaverse goes into profit sharing, and it's split among people who own assets. So you're earning weekly profit sharing, daily tasks, and selling goods. And here's another thing kind of crazy here. So let's just say you're selling goods. You're like, well, what if I own a cafe or a donut shop and I sell a donut for like $2, $3? Like, really, is it really, are people actually going to buy this, right? If we have our 100,000 people in the metaverse, you know what that means? Well, of the 100,000 people, we're probably going to have about 90% of the people in the workforce, which means there's 90,000 people buying something every day, which means in a month, there's like 2.7 million transactions, and they are coming to our businesses, right? They're coming over there and they're going to be wanting to buy something, even if it's just like a $3 donut, $2 donut, $5 coffee, and you're making profits off this too. And this is why getting in early, this golden sale that happens, I believe, next week on the 29th. I believe it's on the 29th. You can come to our Discord that out too. Getting in early for these businesses or farms, you're getting it as low as like $150 to get one of these things just to start, just to get started, where later on, most people are only going to be workers, where you're going to already have a business. You're going to already have a farm. Like I haven't even talked about the farm economy. They're the ones supplying the businesses, and you have to do it daily. So it's something where you look at, you understand, we got to get in early, get it cheap. And later, when everything grows and becomes more expensive, later you can even sell your business, your farm, your properties on OpenSea, right? And you can make an earning that way also. So, getting in early, I think one of the biggest things that a lot of us really want, so that we can really do the things in our life that we want to do, is like financial peace of mind. And the earlier, the better. And I'm going to give you early congratulations to each of the winners of the donut business. I'm gonna tell you straight out, I can't even win it because I'm the one doing the giveaways. I can't even win it even though I want it. So I'm telling you straight up, you guys are in. This is just amazing that you guys are getting 5 of these. Most of the places I saw that only got, like, we only give away 2. We're giving away 5 to you guys. So I think it's quite exciting.
Yeah, let's look forward to it, Sky. So at least we've learned from you on why we should not, miss out the neighbors, especially on what is it for us if we are going to buy and own these NFTs in the neighbors metaverse. So thank you so much again, Sky. Now, it's time for our final segment for this live AMA. So it's the Q&A. So it's an AMA with the community. So by the way, before that, Sky, I think you are lagging. You are lagging. Your screen is lagging. By the way, I think your signal is.
Oh, it is lagging.
Okay, so let's entertain the questions coming from our subscribers and viewers who are tuning in to our AMA today. So and by the way, guys, just to remind you all that picking your question right now here in the live chat doesn't mean that you are automatically the winner, because the neighbors are going to review all of the questions right here in the live chat, and they are the ones who are going to make the final decision on who will be the top 5 AMA questions that will be taking home 1 Meta Donuts NFT each. Okay, so let's entertain these questions one by one. Okay, first question coming from one of my OGs, by the way, is Cornelius V. Hello again, Cornelius. Thank you so much for coming. So his question for you, and I quote, are the founders and developers of the game willing to add more updates and special features that are not included in your white paper and roadmap to attract key partners and players?
Absolutely. When it comes to building a metaverse, it's not something that's an overnight thing. All the coding, the utilities, the mechanics involved, we are getting a lot of game suggestions from our investors inside of our Discord. People are working, people are looking at the demos, the game demos. They're trying it out. They're telling us different things that we can work on, and we're getting a lot of good feedback. So this, the utilities, mechanics, what you have right now is the beginning stage, and there are a ton of more things that are going to help come out to help our ecosystem. Like, I don't know if I can say this one yet, but yeah, we're working on things where until the metaverse game actually opens, there are going to be a lot of different new mechanics and new utilities and more details and information that will come out. So this is why you got to get into the Discord. You gotta hook up with the Twitter, our neighbors' Twitter. And up there, you're going to get all the updates and all the different things that are happening that are going to be coming out too. So hopefully you guys will come into the Discord, get in the know. Just to let you know, as PR, I run a podcast on Neighbors, every Monday. It's called Social Monday. And I basically give you all the updates and the announcements and the new things that are happening every week. So this is one of the things I do for the neighbors also. So during those shows, we do actually, funny thing here is, not funny thing, but I do give away these businesses too during these shows, which is once a week. And it's only one. And you guys are getting 5. So I'm just telling you right now that I am jealous that you guys are getting 5 businesses here, just to let you know.
Yeah. All right. So hopefully that answers your question, Cornelius. So thank you so much for asking. Now, the next question coming from Dominic K. So hello, Dominic. His question for you, and I quote: "The next step for Neighbor token is looking very promising. As businesses have tasks to be done and workers most likely are required, can someone set a salary for these workers, or will it be set solid?"
Actually, this is something that was discussed a little bit in the beginning too. Is in the beginning when it's just starting, it's actually our team who will set the salary at the beginning, right? And later on, we'll give a little bit more, I guess, freedom to the business owners and such like that to make different decisions for their own businesses. However, in the very beginning, a lot of people may not know a lot of, people are buying businesses, but they may not know how to run a business. Everything's going to be set first, right, by the team. And later on, people will get a little bit more freedom. But in the beginning, yes, it will be set by the team first.
All right. So hopefully that answers your question, Dominic. So thank you so much for participating. Okay. Next question coming from Shitu Abdulaziz. So good evening, Shitu. Thank you so much for the support. So he asked, and I quote, so it's an important question, by the way. Now, he's from Nigeria. Is there governance in the project? How does it work? And how will the weight of each investor be calculated in a decision?
So I know that there is, we do have a DAO, right? So we are a DAO project and people are going to have a different say. And it depends on, I believe, like, don't quote me on this. I'm going to have to double check on this one here. But I believe it has to do with like assets, and the amount of assets that someone owns will give them a certain amount of power when it comes to making decisions. I'm not sure about a regular worker yet, though. That's one thing that I haven't checked out on. But for sure, asset owners will have some say when it comes to voting on certain things that we want to happen during the project. But it's not going to be like, it's not centralized where it's like our team makes all the decisions and everyone else can't do anything. No, it is going to be a DAO, right? So it is something that
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Shitu Abdulaziz. So thank you so much for participating. Okay, next question. Wow, we have so many questions here. The live chat is flooding right now. So we have like 20 to 30 who are watching us. Okay, coming from Bullish, he asked, and I quote, the NFT space is flooded with low quality NFTs, making it hard for collectors or end users to find, what they really want. How will you be able to give these users these high quality NFTs that were not yet seen in the other platforms?
So this interesting one too, because we do have really, really good designers and developers. I'm not sure if you guys have seen our have you? I'm not sure. Well, if you guys haven't seen it, you can go into our website and you're going to see what our properties actually look like. And it's quite incredible. Like when you look at some mansions are like in the forest and it's like 4 levels and there's like trees inside too. There's a Shark Tank mansion with a shark tank in it. Like there's a lot of different properties, but I think the one thing that matters more than anything else, and I think this is something that a lot of you out there are going to agree with, is even though we have good designs, even more than the design itself is going to be the utility, right? What's it do? And how much does it earn? That's going to be the bigger thing. Because if I were to tell you guys, even right now, when it comes to NFTs out there right now, what would you choose? Would you choose like a really amazing design NFT, but it sells for 0.05 ETH? Or would you get this weird, like fuzzy type of NFT that doesn't look very good design, but it's worth 10 ETH? Like, which one would you rather have? And the biggest thing that matters is creating a demand for people that this is the thing that you want. Something that is both, number one, has a great design. And number two, it's also something that's earning you token or worth a certain amount of ETH or however much money. And guys, go step into the Discord or go to the website, and you're going to see that we are using Unreal Engine for our metaverse. So these houses are amazing. And what's even better is you can buy NFT furniture to put in, and you can decorate your house. So you move the furniture you want, you put the TV in there, you put the couches, you have a bed, all these other different things. And what's even crazier is each of these NFT furnitures actually has utility. Like, you can't sleep in your house without a bed. So you can't even get the 8 hours rest recharge unless you have an NFT bed, right? You can move your furniture around. And something in the future that I was talking to the dev team about also is, if you already have NFTs, you can hang up in your house. Like your evidence, like if you have like a Bored Apes, BYC, go ahead, put them up in your house. You can have house parties, charge people to have a house party, charge people to eat at your house, or having like these movie nights or reading nights. There's so many different utilities that you can do, and you can decorate, and it's something that's going to be worth money at the same time. So I think this is something that everyone wants: a nice design, but also crazy utility, right? The utility is going to be amazing. It's going to be something where you yourself have control of decorating your own place.
Okay, so hopefully that answers your question, Bullish. So thank you so much for participating. Now, coming from one of my avid supporters, Art Mintu, especially that he reacted to, mostly in my tweets. So hello, Art. His question for you guys, and I quote, "I am interested to buy both the NFTs and tokens. Can you give me the details, about, your upcoming sale, so I don't miss the chance of buying early and take advantage of the early bird?"
All right. So I come into our Discord because we're giving away stuff like even whitelists, because this on September 29th, that's the golden sale, but only white listers can get in. Only public sale, I believe, is a week or 2 weeks after. The 29th, September 29th, if you want to get a whitelist, come into the Discord. There are whitelist giveaways constantly. And I'm not sure, Jeff, are you guys giving away whitelists too?
I mean, I think so. Yeah. I think that's, yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys are giving away whitelists here too, like I'm not, you know what? Let me do a double check on how many whitelists are being given out here. But I think there's almost like 40 whitelists being given out here, isn't there? Maybe something along the line. There's a lot of whitelists that we want to give out here to your community also. And I think we're actually spoiling your community.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are getting like 40 whitelists plus 5 Meta Donut businesses to get in on the whitelist. Once you get on the whitelist, you'll be able to get in early. And this is the thing that's even crazier about the sale coming September 29th. This is the crazy part. Okay, I know everything I told you is crazy already, but this is even crazier. This white sale coming up only for whitelist. Okay. Only this whitelist sale will you be able to buy the highest level, the highest class asset. When you get to the public sale a week, 2 weeks later, those are not available in that public sale. It's only available in the whitelist sale, right?
Oh, nice. So that's nice.
Wow. Yeah. So that's the thing is, you got in early. You get these like when you get to we call it the exclusive ultra rare. That's like the highest level. Exclusive ultra rare is actually what 5 donut businesses are exclusive ultra rare. They have 50 tasks a day, and they're said to be at least making about 40 to 100 USD a day per day, right? So that is only sold in the golden sale on September 29th. Of course, you could buy the cheaper assets, all that will all be there on Saturday. But please make sure you get on that whitelist so that you can come in early and you're not fighting with like thousands and thousands of people during the public sale. So that is kind of, yeah, anywhere from 150 all the way up. And I do believe, yeah. And oh, here's another cool thing is, in the golden sale, every business and farm, one thing that because a lot of you don't know Neighbours yet, you need a license to buy and operate a business, and you need a license to buy and operate a farm. But only in this golden sale that if you buy a business, the license comes with it. You get it free with it. Now, here's the thing. Later on, let's say other people come into the Neighbours ecosystem and they have they don't have a business license. They can't buy or run a business until they buy a license first. So this is another big perk when it comes to the golden sale coming.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Artmin, too. So regarding the upcoming sale, of course, if you're interested, guys, of course, save the date, right? Save the date. That is on 29, correct? That is on 29.
It is on the 29th. I am double checking here just to make sure that I'm not lying to you guys. On live YouTube. It is on the September 29th. It is September 29th. It'll be
what is the time zone? What is the starting time for the sale?
You're gonna have to come into Discord. It hasn't been announced yet, but it most likely announced. There's gonna be a Medium article that drops tonight on the golden sale, so you'll get that all by tonight. And just come into the Discord.
All right, let's look forward to that. So thank you so much for that. All right.
Oh wait, I got a time for you.
Sure.
It's 2 p.m. Eastern. 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, that's great. Okay, that's nice.
Wait, that's 2 a.m. for the Philippines, no?
Yeah. We're 12 hours apart.
Yeah.
We're 12 hours,
okay, well,
yes.
2 p.m. Eastern. So, guys, it's worth it to stay up for one night just to get this golden sale. It's worth it, guys.
Yeah, save the date and time, guys.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, let's look forward to that. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, I think we have like 7 more minutes before our time because our time is limited. Okay, so we cannot cater a lot of questions. So we have 7 more minutes to go. So let's proceed to some of the few questions right here. Coming from Chumi. She asked, and I quote, these games are in development, but at the time of the launch, many of them have crashed because their servers were not capable of supporting the avid user base. So what makes you think that you have the right infrastructure for the Neighbours?
Well, it's not about what makes us think we're building everything right now. Right now, like I said, it's not an overnight thing. We're going to make sure that every single thing is set. Remember, the one that I did talk about earlier is what's more important than getting something out quickly is making sure the quality is there before anything else. This is the bear market time. We're thinking long term. And if, like I said in earlier questions, if we're already thinking about 150,000 and opening it to even more people, right, getting that more districts open, then you know that we are preparing for worst case scenarios and making sure that our servers are doing well too. So I hope that we can, I don't think I can convince you just by telling you, but I want you to trust us in that our goal is to put out the highest quality more than anything else. Yes, we're going to have little hiccups here and there, but we want to make sure all the major things are taken care of, which includes the servers, right? So I hope that's comforting for you guys to hear. I'm not sure if you guys believe me, but this is something that we are set on, is long-term growth and focusing on quality.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Achumi. So thank you so much for that. Okay, now next question coming from Dr. Rib. So this question for you, Nyquil. Earning in the game is important, but having fun while earning is also important. To what extent does the Neighbours focus on entertaining aspects of the game?
All right, so this is kind of cool because this is why we have our partnerships with guilds and other NFT communities. For instance, I do believe we have one called Style, and they're the one, this is kind of cool, is they are a fashion, like a fashion NFT. So you guys can get one of one fashion made for you. But the cool thing was, when I was looking at their project, and one thing that makes their their product so amazing is they'll even send you the real fashion, like the real shirt you bought, it actually gets sent to you too, right? So we're partnering up and making sure, like, one thing I do believe is everyone has a specialty and everyone has something they're good at. And this is why I like the Neighbors project, is because our specialty is not entertainment. It's not our specialty. And this is why we have partnerships and guilds coming in. We have racing, we have exercise places. We have a lot of different things that we are, different guilds and communities that we're partnering with. And, we're also partnering with other P2E games at the same time, right? So if you have other P2E games coming in, there's going to be plenty of entertainment. And I would say you got to kind of look at it as like a real world scenario. You go to work, sometimes you don't like your work. It's kind of monotonous. Like, oh gosh, I got to keep making a coffee every day, talking to the same people. And once you finish work, there's going to be all this entertainment out there for you. And not just coming from us, but people whose sole objective is just this type of entertainment. Then you go to the cinema. Then you go over here to a racing game. You go over to another place you can watch like a film or something along that line. So entertainment, yes, we do want people to be entertained. We want it to be a fun place where people want to stay. And we want to make sure that everyone has that, that one niche that they like, that it's all there. So I think this is one of the reasons why we're partnering up. We have people who are specializing in certain areas, and that will be, I believe that's going to be enough entertainment, mainly because we're constantly getting more and more partnerships, right? We're constantly finding more people, more entertainment or more meaningful discussion with other partners, guilds, and P2E gaming areas too.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Dr. Rib. So thank you so much. So so we're almost running out of time, guys. So let's entertain one more question, just one more question. Let's see which question. Coming from, let's see. Okay. Wow, there are so many of them. Okay. Coming from Abdulaziz Olaid. Okay. His question for you, and I quote: How easy is your project for crypto and non-crypto users? Oh, okay. I think this has already been answered a while ago. Coming from we can see. So his question for you, and I quote: What about the pay-to-win game? In the game, players with limited budget can beat high-budget players with weaker NFT if they are smarter or skilled.
Can you repeat that? I'm not sure what the question is.
Okay. His question again: What about the pay-to-win game? I don't know if you have that concept, the pay-to-win game. Because in the game, players with limited budget can beat. I mean, his question is I want to rephrase this.
Okay.
Can the players with limited budget in the Neighbors could beat higher budget players with weaker NFT if they are smarter or skilled?
Oh, okay. Well, that would depend on which P2E games and other P2E games partners come in. There could be games like that, but ultimately when it comes to the Neighbors, it's actually pretty open and free. Like if you're a worker, you work here, you work there, you earn the same amount as the next person who's working at that business or that farm. If you own a business, then you're going to make more money because you bought that business, right? So I don't think it applies to like foundational format of Neighbors, because even if you don't have any NFTs, you can still earn money in the Neighbors universe. But maybe later on, if there is a P2E partner, that is probably going to be like, if anything, even when it comes to people who are working, there's a limit to how much you can make also. There's a limit to it. Like you can't, like no one can make more than the other because they put in more. Like a worker and a worker, there's a limitation of how much you can make. And even businesses have a limit of how much you can make too. But when it comes to, like, say, a game, like let's say Clash of Clans or something like that, where if you put in more money and then you can upgrade your player that much better, and then you kill everyone else, it doesn't quite work that way. But there might be P2E games that come in and might have that strategy or formula. But when it comes to the neighbor, what we're offering right now, it's not going to make a difference.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Wikasi. So thank you so much. Unfortunately, guys, we're running out of time, so I apologize if we cannot cater all of your questions. But of course, I would like to thank you to all of you who have participated in our live AMA, especially your questions. Of course, the team will be reviewing all of them, after this live AMA session is over, and they're going to be the ones to decide on who will be taking home one of the 5 Meta Donuts NFT. Okay, so let's look forward to that. By the way, Sky, before we wrap this up, do you have any parting words for our amazing subscribers and viewers and supporters who are tuning into our live AMA right now?
Well, number one is I'm super grateful and thankful that you invited me here to talk about the Neighbors project. And I hope that I really want to be able to see you guys in our community too. I'm really hopeful also for the whitelisters and for the people who win the 5 Meta Donut businesses. Very grateful and thankful. Hopefully see you guys inside the Neighbors Discord. And thank you so much, Jeff, for inviting me. I really had a fun time here.
All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest for today's AMA session. So we have Sky, the Public Relations Officer of the Neighbors. So once again, Sky, thank you so much for your time here with us. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. Later.
And also I would like to thank all of our subscribers and viewers who are tuning in to our live AMA with Sky, the Public Relations Officer of the Neighbors. So if you want to check out the Neighbors, guys, so I provided all the source links right here on my YouTube description. And of course, guys, I suggest that you should subscribe, in their official social media channels, regarding the latest developments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe also to my official Telegram. So that's Nomad Fury Official, where I will be announcing, of course, the winners of the much awaited Meta Donuts NFT. So let's look forward to that, guys. So once again, thank you so much, everyone, for your time here with us in our live AMA. So wow, I'm overwhelmed with all the support that you guys have. All right, so thank you. And one more thing, peeps, I would like to invite you all to smash the subscribe button, hit like, and turn on the notification bell for more videos, AMAs, and so much more. So from my freaking home studio, this is Jeff, aka Nomad Fury, and I'll see you all again next time. Thank you all for watching. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Good day. Good afternoon.